There we go. Hello, hello.
Hi, everybody.
Should I click us back 1 second? Here we go.
It's great to be with you all.
Yeah.
Hi.
Good
How's
afternoon.
everybody doing?
We hope you all enjoyed those Valentine's treat bags. That was so fun to put together and to even go through. I mean, I knew what was going to be inside, and it was still like such a treat for me to open mine up when I got it. So tell us in the comments what your favorite item was in the bag, and we'll share a couple of the photos that we received from all of you lovely ladies about what your kiddos were loving in the bags.
Yes.
But yeah, put them in the comments there and let us know what item you loved. And Christina, what did you love in yours?
My family really loved the conversation starters and the jokes. That was really fun. We did the jokes and the conversation starters, and those were really fun. And I just wanted to send a big thanks to Kate, who helped get materials, to Aaron, who ordered so much of everything and put together those handouts, and Sandy Hughes here at church, who printed them out for us. Jenny helped us stuff the bags. Carol got the cute Oreos, so it was really a team effort, and we hope that you all enjoyed them.
Yeah, we did the conversation or the jokes too. I mean, some of them were over my kids' heads, but my husband enjoyed them. He's cheesy, all the dad jokes that he has, right? And I just loved the hair clip because it makes me feel a little put together, even when my hair looks crazy and my makeup is not on. I'm like, oh, there we go.
Yes.
I can wear that with my sweatpants. But
Love
here's
it.
some pictures that we got from Glendy and her little girl there.
Yep, that's Malia. That's the front of my house. She snapped that little pic, picking up the bag from my porch.
Yeah.
But it just, it was so fun. I could just picture Malia running up to the door and like getting the bag.
Ding dong ditch, but you get the treat. No.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And this next one's of my family opening it up.
Cute. Look at all those other fun treats on there.
It was just a really fun thing to do Valentine's morning.
Yeah.
Added a lot of fun to the morning.
We have a little video for you of Kat's little girls here.
Yeah.
Opening the balloons. And a little buddy too. Look at all of them.
So fun.
So sweet. I know. The balloons lasted a long time. Those were getting tossed around the house for quite some time. And then it was my daughter's birthday the next day. So we had a lot of balloons floating around the house. I heard, always fun for them.
I heard Mandy joking about moms feeling like the cruise director these days, like the pandemic cruise director, where you have to coordinate all of the fun and all of the planning for all of the things. So we hope that these little bags were just something fun that you didn't have to plan, you didn't have to think about, you didn't have to gather anything. It was just, delivered to you. So hope you guys enjoyed them.
And just a couple more. Our sweet Diana there. We love you, Diana.
Yeah.
And look at this special delivery in Tahoe. These two have like family condos next to each other up there. So Gina brought that to Nicole. I was like, oh, that made me so happy to see them together.
Yes. Yeah. Love it.
So that was good. That was a good little drop off there.
Yes.
But I'll put both of us on here really fast.
Great.
Okay. Let me see what some of the other favorite little pieces. Yeah, the hair clip. Some people said the treats. The Oreo was delicious. Who else do we have? The scavenger hunt. We used it during a power outage, and they used flashlights to find everything. Oh, how fun. I like that element with the flashlight. That's fun, great. Mindy. I like that. And then how about this weather? Everybody's been enjoying time outside. What have you and your family been doing, Christina?
Yes. So the walks for our dogs that have usually been like barely 10 minutes because we're freezing has now extended to like 35 and 40 minutes outside. Even my big girls are hitting the swings. And we live here in Foster City, so there's a park near my house called Gull Park where there's a little bit of a sandy beach there.
Oh, yeah.
So Emma's been digging in the sand, and we've just been hanging out. I like laid under a tree for a little while and just like looked at the sky. It was really gorgeous.
That is good.
So nice to get some sun.
Yeah, we've been, I call it zoo hopping. We've gone to the zoo like 2 weeks in a row now because I'm just so thrilled that things are open.
Yes.
But we did the Oakland Zoo last week for Linnell's birthday, and it was pouring rain, like pouring. The girls were stoked. They had their rain boots on and their umbrellas, and we were all just sopping wet by the end. It smelled like wet dogs, but everybody loved it. And then we went to the SF Zoo yesterday, and that was just like 180-degree difference, and it was so sunny and so nice. And I just am so excited that things are open outside to do, and like we get the fresh air time, and so that's been really fun and really nice.
Sunny at SF Zoo. Did you feel like you hit the lottery?
Yeah, I know, it was so good.
Unusual there, but it's great.
So good. And then we're thankful for our backyard, and then our bunny. She's been cooped up inside because of the rain, so she's just like sprinting around the backyard. So it's been fun to be out there with them too.
Yes.
So yeah, today we don't have anything major planned, just a few little devotionals to share with all of you. We really wanted to maximize time in your groups today so you can all chat and connect about what's been going on in your lives. And we have a couple of announcements we'll do at the end. But I'm just going to read a little something from it's called The Fabric of Life from the Magnolia Journal. Let me pull this a little closer. Christina and I are both big fans of Magnolia, and that's actually part of our giveaway this week. So you will get a copy of the winter subscription there. So be on the lookout, do your little commenting so we can pull your name to win. And then, she wanted me to bring, I totally failed on grabbing my item, but I'm going to read something about woven fabrics. And so I just wanted to share this cute little woven piece that I have in Easton's room. I'm just going to hold it up to the camera. Yeah. That all works. But it's a little blue and white, just cute woven tapestry from his wall. And it's actually from Magnolia when I went with my mom and sister last year to Waco. So I'm like, this really goes in with our little theme here.
Love it.
But I'll read this to you, and then Christina has a few things to say about it. Thread by thread, the weaving of fabric tells a story of rhythm. A story about two separate threads, the warp and the weft, that come together to make something beautiful. A story that might just mirror our own. The warp threads held tightly in place by the loom stand strong during the weaving process. They make way for the steady rhythm of the weft to be woven up and down, up and down. Without the softness of the weft, the warp is just thread pulled tight. Without the warp's foundation, the weft would flounder. It takes both parts to make a whole. What if, for a moment, we pause to see the fabric of our lives this way, and to see how all of us, with our distinctly unique threads, have the potential to come together? That when we engage with each other, when we help each other and serve each other, whether with conversation and small kindnesses or a bold deed that requires more sacrifice on our part, we are the weft to another's warp. In the ebb and flow of relationships, there can be times when we are the strong foundation, then other times when perhaps we need another support to lean on or warp ourselves around, to wrap ourselves around. Sorry, getting all my words here. But no matter what part we play, the rhythm of our interactions, both small and great, creates a tapestry that is unlike any other. And this we know for sure. We are stronger when we stand together. Oh, I really like that.
Yeah, so beautiful. The last image in our row, Kate, it's a little bit out of order, but if you want to put up that last image, that's just, I think, a beautiful picture to share, and just such a great reminder that we were made for community. Mm-hmm. And we hope that you have found your warp and weft and something beautiful here at MOPS. We're so hopeful that we'll be able to have more in-person gatherings, especially next season. So be praying for us as we start to dream about what MOPS next year could look like. Feel like we're sort of building the plane as we're flying it.
That's a good description.
Yeah, so yeah, we hope that's a great reminder, whether you're feeling more like, the warp standing really tight and straight and strong, or you're feeling more like the weft, the softness that needs that warp to hold it up. But your softness also brings something that's needed too. So it all comes together, as you guys know so well. Yeah. So speaking of woven things, we have a super fun giveaway.
We do. So along with your Magnolia journal that I told Christina earlier, I'm like, I kind of feel like Oprah's favorite things. Like we're just giving out all of our favorite things, and you get a car and you get a car. No, I'm just kidding. I wish it was cars. But one of our mentor moms donated this beautiful woven hat, and it's for the company's called French Knot. And this is a mompreneur company that works with over 1,000 female artisans in, I'm going to mess that up, but Nepal, who spin, dye, and knit and felt all of these sustainable practices. So some prefer to knit at home while caring for their families, while others prefer to knit in knitting circles, which I just love. I love being back together, and I'm so excited for that. So we are thankful for the generosity that allows us to give this really pretty hat away today. And so just a reminder to put all those comments in the chat there so we can pull your name. And just, this is a lovely reminder that hand my items with you today of how we can all be knit together and to make something beautiful. So I'm excited to pull a winner for that. And as we're talking about winners, I'll just do last meetings while we're on it. Yeah. So we have 2 of those Loom connection journals for couples to give away. So our 2 winners that we had this week were Jen Cusing and then Emily Sweet. So I will contact the 2 of you to get these into your hands. But I hope that you and your spouse will really enjoy these and get some good conversation through those.
Yeah. And in our discussion groups today, we'll have a chance to kind of So glad you brought up the journals and that Emily and her husband, and Jennifer and her husband enjoy getting to use those. So next, we have one more quick thought that we wanted to share with you, and this is from our great friend Andrea Coley. You guys might remember her. She came to MOPS in person and shared at Christmas time, and this season we heard from her on her Unlikely Pairings talk.
Yes.
And she talked about lament and trust and how those can both go hand in hand. Remember, she brought apples and cheese and kind of held those up to the camera.
The chocolate potato chips or something. I still need to try that.
Yes, the chocolate and potato chips. That's right. And she shared a thought on resilience this week over her blog post. And I follow her, get her emails. And it really resonated with me, and I thought it tied in so well with our theme of Decide to Rise, and especially the Be Strong component. So I'll just share that thought with you all. She shared this passage from 1 Peter chapter 1, 5, and 7. And it says, "Through our faith, the mighty power of God constantly guards us until our full salvation is ready to be revealed in the last time. May the thought of this cause you to jump for joy, even though lately you've had to put up with the grief of many trials." Can I get an amen? "But these only reveal the sterling core of your faith, which is far more valuable than gold that perishes, for even gold is refined by fire." Such a great verse. So she goes on to say about the verse and what it means to her. She thinks, "My friend wears this bar necklace. You know the ones. A metal rectangle with the inspirational word hangs on a chain, and hers says strength," which makes sense. This girlfriend of hers is a bodybuilder, super disciplined, serious about her business. And Andrea, she writes that she's intimidated by her friend and the necklace. Strength is simply just not a word she would use to describe herself, and I can relate to that. She writes, "My idea of weightlifting is lugging my laptop to work or wheeling the recycle bin to the curb." But this past year has reminded her that we are all stronger than we know. Her creativity has been stretched, and she's accomplished new things that I never would have attempted before. Did anybody bake bread for the first time? And every time it has made me stronger. She writes that because God created us to be resilient. James chapter 1, verses 2 and 4 says, "My fellow believers, when it seems as though you're facing nothing but difficulties, see it as an invaluable opportunity to experience the greatest joy that you can. For you know that when your faith is tested, it stirs up power within you to endure all things. Then, as your endurance grows even stronger, it will release perfection into every part of your being until there's nothing missing and nothing lacking." It stirs up power within you means that when you're stretched, tested, pushed, pressured, or strained, and haven't we all been all of those things lately, God forms strength in you. Just let that sink in for a minute. So we'll have time in our discussion groups to talk about resilience and share something we all feel like we have overcome or are still working through from this past year. But the purpose in sharing this today was as things continue to look positive on the health front, and schools are talking about reopening, and there seems to be this kind of air of hopefulness and looking forward to summer and, all of the things with vaccines rolling out. I know I personally can rush right ahead into the new normal and, just be ready to get to the happy place and kind of forget to reflect on where we've been and how God has used this experience to shape my character. So hopefully in our discussion groups today, we can talk a little bit about that. Good. And so speaking of resilience, it's actually the theme for the upcoming virtual retreat at Mount Hermon. Woo-hoo. And guess who the speaker is? It's Andrea.
Yay!
So we're going to put the slide up for the Built for Resilience Mount Hermon Women's Retreat. So she wrote this really cute little script that Kate and I are going to run through because I
Laugh
think
at us, please. No.
it rang true for me. So here we go. Kate, your line.
Yeah, what's a virtual retreat anyways, Christina?
Well, it's got music, the speakers, Andrea, and a panel discussion, just like what you're used to at a retreat, but they're keeping it to 2 hours.
Okay.
Yay, which makes sense. And focusing on how to encourage and equip you for whatever this season is like for you. And of course, it's online.
Online, okay. But I'm really sick of screens, insert loud crying emoji face right here. And I don't think I can even do that on a screen.
Yep, true. I get that. Me too. But I love how Andrea put it. Don't you kind of think your soul needs some attention? I mean, I've heard that the spirit can even work in a virtual situation.
Oh, but money, it's a little tight right now for so many in our community. So they might just have to pass on this.
Right. It's free.
Oh, stop it. Free?
Yes, it's totally free for reals. This is Mount Hermon's gift to you and whoever you want to spread the word to.
Mm-hmm. That's perfect. Well, I'm already in because I already registered.
I love it.
So I hope you will too, everybody.
Yeah. I have great memories of Mount Hermon, and I'm excited to set aside some time to reflect and refocus for this next season. Hope you can join us online, and maybe, depending on your situation and your comfort level, you could even host a watch party with your bubble. That would be so fun. An outdoor watch party if health conditions allow. I mean, and we're talking like March 20th, so several weeks from now. Just a thought I was having about gathering a few girlfriends and sitting outside.
That would.
Yeah, so hope you can join us.
Yeah. And then we also have some more fun things to help you all chase joy this spring. One thing that we're going to offer is a chocolate tasting. A chocolate tasting, which I think is so wonderful. Yeah. So Hillary Rivera, her husband was a pastor here at our church. They just recently had their first baby and have moved. But she was a sommelier, is that how you say it? Yeah, sommelier in France for many years. And she knows a thing or two about chocolate and chocolate pairings. So she is going to send us all the chocolates that we'll need. And we'll do a pickup. We have 2 locations, one in San Mateo and one in Foster City for you. We're going to limit it to 20 moms. So if this is something that you think you want to participate in, sign up quick because that's about how many bags of chocolate and stuff we'll have for everybody. And it's going to happen on Sunday, March 7th from 3:30 to 4:45, and it will be $10 to participate. So we'll collect the money, you'll come pick up your chocolate, and then she's gonna just walk us through chocolate is my favorite. So good.
Yeah, I think the way we've set it up is we'll have some time to do a little get to know you fun activity at the beginning, and then she'll walk us through the chocolate tasting, and then we'll have time at the end to talk. So that's why it's kind of a funny time there. But we're going to have a CPC form that you would just fill out, kind of like our drive-by pickups. So we'll put the link in the chat and then also send an email out with the link so that you can register and get all the details there.
I see lots of thumbs up happening in the chat right now.
I love it. So I hope you can join us for the chocolate tasting.
That's so good. And with that, that's all we have for our live today. So we hope that you guys enjoyed that, and that we'll pick our winner for our fun prizes for next week, and that you just really enjoy your time in your groups today. It's been really fun to be together, and can't believe it's already the end of February. We'll see you again in March, which is crazy, and we'll just keep you posted on any more fun events that we have coming up. So bye, ladies. Have a good one.
Bye. Have a great week. Bye, friends.